All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's our daily, or mostly daily, little short here. And again, we're on the same pretty much train we always ride, trying to show, everybody, trying to reverse the mainstream churchianity / Pollyannity's brainwashing that the law is done away with, or the Torah, and that, you don't have to do any works and all this other stuff that, you've been incorrectly taught and you believe because you haven't read the Bible for yourself. Again, I'm not saying that to put anybody down, just, statement of fact. So, we're going to talk about real quick here. This is more of, what's the term? Not a direct, supporting evidence. So, the church wants us to believe that the law was done away with. We don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. Right. So if that's the case, then let's just check this out. Now, this is Acts. Just started Acts 1 and 2, and the 12 disciples and about 120 other men are all together. This is just after Yeshua had pretty much left, or right about then. Let's just read. And when the day of the festival of the Shabbat had come, they were all in one mind in one place. So, as all throughout the New Testament, Yeshua himself and them did what were they? Keeping Shabbat, keeping the feasts,
part of the 10 Commandments,
doing all of exactly the law. They were keeping the law, in speech, in actions, in everything to a T. The law that Yeshua said, supposedly by the church, that Yeshua is gone, that we don't have to do anymore. Now, why would he get rid of it, but then still do it, still have the disciples do it, and these guys still do it after he's gone? Right? So that's our supporting evidence. And then also something that, my wife came up with earlier. And it's something, sounds so simple once you hear it, but it needs to be said. You guys, you don't let anybody overcomplicate it. All the law is the Torah. It's not how you get saved. Right. I've never said that. And all these videos I try, hopefully I make it quite clear. That's not what I'm saying. Works and the law don't make you saved. Of course, that's just grace through faith. All it is how you're supposed to live, the rules and how you're supposed to live your life so you're not a douchebag. That's it. Now, it doesn't mean we don't get, think about that. Do you think Yeshua rolls in and is like, hey, everybody, you're all saved, friends, you can do whatever you want now, Should we sin all the more so grace may abound? No, you're supposed to follow the rules. There's rules. There's not many, but there's rules. Think about it. As a grown adult, does it really make sense? Well, yeah, there is. You're missing it. There's only 2. Love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul. And the new one that Jesus gave, love your neighbor like yourself. Well, number 1, he didn't say new, because it's not new. It's Leviticus 19:18. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's not new. And, as we said many times, he specifically said, the law has gone nowhere. If you let me keep my commands, nowhere. So, again, just wanted to point that out. And again, just don't get so, everybody says the law and everybody kind of tenses up and it's just instructions to how to live your life. That's it. They're not saving you. It's just instruction. It's like, hey, it's like this. You know what the Old Testament is just? Here's instructions. Here's a bunch of stories of what happens when, people do follow them and their lives turn out good, and when they choose not to follow them and their lives turn out bad and society crumbles. So, yeah, that is real quick. Just some supporting evidence, like I said. Try to keep these quick and to the point, and as not to confuse or twist things. Right? Did I miss anything? I think there was.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You said that pretty good.
Awesome. As usual, if you have any questiones, let me know. Or better yet, if you want to get a really great explanation to all this, go to the channel of a gentleman named Bear Independent. He reads this book chapter by chapter and explains it in a very practical, logical way. No nonsense, no twisting of scripture, no taking it out of context, none of that. He also is it's almost like a prep channel too, so you learn how to prep stuff if that's, if that's your bag. But yeah, this, and then another gentleman named Taborosaurus Rex, excellent on explaining a lot of the stuff in the Bible. And then what's the new people we started listening to?
Truth Unedited.
Truth Unedited. He's doing an excellent job at really digging into the lies of the modern Catholic. And I say Catholic because all Christian, all those different denominations,
Right.
they're all just Roman Catholic. I mean, that's where the early Christian church, remember, in Rome was forcibly subjected to Roman Catholic ways of doing things.
Right.
So even though they call themselves, now Martin Luther, we're getting into, we'll make a video, was the first guy to kind of challenge the church. And he did a lot of great things. He missed obviously couple big things. But
at the same time,
we're going to get into a video as to why, actually, one of the main reasons why modern Christian church thinks that we don't have to do the law anymore. And again, it's a concept that was taken out of context, and a lot of liberty was taken. And I'll make a video about it.
What was that? Well, yeah.
It was with buying indulgences, and
yes,
remember Martin Luther. Everybody's like nailed that thing to the doorpost and was fighting church. It was just fighting indulgences, and it was just philosophical and whatever. We'll get into that. But anyway, have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you mañana, hopefully. Peace out.